Hope you're doing okay. I'm out just setting off on an overnighter, doing a bit of rucking. Probably done about 2 miles so far, but I'm testing my gear out. I'm going to take a class next weekend at the Pathfinder school. I'm pumped. It's their Pioneer Scout class, and I've got my kit together and I'm just giving it a go. So this is their intermediate class at the school, and they push you hard for 4 days, testing you on a number of skills. Primitive fire, which is something I've yet to do. I've never done any friction fires or flint and steel. So you got to pull those off, plus a number of other deliverables that they'll issue throughout the weekend. But it should be great. Dave's got some really A-class instructors teaching alongside him, so it's going to be an awesome experience. The name of the game with the Scout class is covering some distance. They're trying to do quick light camping, so I imagine they're going to make you ruck for a while and tire you out, and then break camp really quick, do a task, maybe ask for a deliverable, then pick up camp and ruck some more and repeat for 4 days. So the name of the game is to meet the requirements for the class list. It's available on the Pathfinder Self-Reliance website. Just have the items that they're looking for, and that's it. You want to minimize your kit as much as possible, and that's what they're trying to teach with the class, to minimalism. So here's my gear for the Pathfinder school. I've got a US shelter half wrapped around 2 wool blankets for my bedding, and it's strapped to this old USGI mountain ruck frame. It's basically a metal Roycroft frame. I've got a couple of Alice straps attached to it, just looped up through the top, and it rides awesome. I've got maybe 35 pounds on my back with my bread bag that I've got, you know, my dinner in and a couple extra things. I've got a wool greatcoat wrapped up on top. Here's the bread bag. It's just carabined into the webbing, and then I'm smoothing it with a bedroll tonight. It's March 31st. The temperature's probably in the mid-20s, and it's rained all week, so everything is soaked, and now it's frozen. It's about 4:30. I've got to get things set up, but yeah, that's my gear for the Pathfinder school. So here's what I've done with the US shelter half. I've got it set up with my ridge line running to my 2 prusik loops. It's at the top tensioned off. I've got it staked around the perimeter with leaves pushed up around the edges to help insulate it. And then around the front, I've got one of my plush palakas. Here's a quick look at everything all set up. I've got a space blanket down as a moisture barrier, and then a military foam mat down in place of a browse bed. It's getting late. I need to get some firewood gathered up, so I just went with the sleeping pad. But other than that, I've got a military wool blanket folded up, laid lengthwise, and then the blue blanket is a full-size, a queen-size wool blanket. But yeah, it should be pretty good. With the palaka down over the front, it gives you a pretty good amount of cover. I was able to grab a good bit of kindling, and then I raised up my palaka, just tied off the corners, and then out to a tree here to give myself a little awning and to give my wood some protection from all the snow. I'm gonna try and get my fire going. Everything's wet. I brought a little bit of tinder with me, but like I could tell when I was snapping off the twigs, just from the sound of it, it was really soft instead of crisp sound. So I shaved some wood down. I found some pine and I shaved it down to get a little more surface area, so hopefully that'll go if I can get my tinder to take off. Got a decent fire going. The wind has been such a pain. Like, it just keeps switching. So most of the time it's good, but when it flips, it's blowing into my shoulder some. Here's my dinner tonight. Got some venison sliced up with a potato. Usually just go all carnivore and do the meat, but yeah, I'm thinking I'm gonna pack a few potatoes with me next week for the class. I might freeze some meat and bring some fresh meat and bring some pemmican. So that should give me a decent food store for the weekend. I need food for 4 days. Hey guys, just getting up and going. The wind was a nuisance last night. It just kept flipping from the north to the south. And each time I would do that, it'd kind of blow into my shoulder. So what I did was take my palaka and make a windbreak. Just tied it off to a sapling and one of the posts that I use for my heat reflector for the fire. Yeah, it works pretty good. Prior to that, I had the palaka as an awning to the US shelter half. And over the night, I had it closed down over the front. So it was about 80% closed off. So it was pretty good. Sleep was good. I probably slept for a good 4 hours straight, and then I woke up to go to the bathroom, and each time you do that with the wool, it's always a hassle. I'm wearing wool clothes, and wool on wool is like Velcro. It sticks together. So each time you get in and out of it, like, it's a chore to get back in and get settled in.